right, it's Sunday, November 3rd. This is a special edition Boomer and Son video going out to my main man, Scott. Scott had a question on this Boomer and Son project that we're doing, and his question was, here's the chart that we're using. And if you want access to this chart, or all the trading and training videos for this whole project, just reach out to me. Just look in the description below. You'll see a link to my website. Just go over there and sign up for that. I'll get back to you with all the details on how to get involved with us, where to find and download this chart, this indicator that we're using, and just follow us step by step as we go through this project. But anyway, Scott's question had to do with these yellow lines. So you can see with this indicator here, we get a signal right here. We got a signal, that buy button. And Scott was wondering if this is set up so that if we enter the trade, it'll automatically be taken off. If the system will automatically take the trade off, close it down once it hits that yellow line. And no, it doesn't. That's just for your personal manual reference, because some folks may want to take it off if it hits that line, but other folks may want to let this thing run. So to answer your question, Scott, no, this is not an automatic exit. That's just a visual cue to decide whether you want to exit it or not. So you can just either do that manually, but there's also a way you can set up with your with the Tradovate side. So we're using, this is Trading View over here on the left. This is where we get the signals on this indicator chart. And then over here on the right is my Tradovate account where I'm taking the trades. So I do it manually. So once I see the buy button and once we get a good signal, I'll just click the buy here, the buy button to buy the shares. And then once it hits that yellow line or wherever I want to exit the trade, I just hit either sell, the opposite of what I did to enter the trade, or I hit this exit, this gray exit button in the middle that just close out of everything. But there's a way to set this up automatically on the Tradovate side where you can have it automatically take a stop based on points. And so this is, I believe this is set right now to a 5-point exit. So once we enter the trade, the exit target is then 5 points away. And so how we can set that up automatically on the Tradovate side, if you want to, if you don't want to do it manually, if you want to have it just doing it automatically for you, you can come down here to the bottom left where it says ATM down here. There's a little gear icon. Click on that gear icon, and that'll open up this ATM settings window where you can either turn it on or off. If you haven't been using it yet, it's probably on off. So you can just hit that to turn it on, give it a name. And then I do delta price. That's for points. I have mine set up to exit at 5 points. So the other options are ticks, dollar value. Again, I just use delta price. And then the type, you have different options as well. I use TP, target profit, plus stop loss. So what this is saying, if we set this up and turn it on, whenever we enter a trade, there'll be an automatic exit profit, target profit. There'll be an automatic target profit level set based on down here and where you want it. And there'll also be an automatic stop loss set on that trade. And you can set that wherever you want here. So you can see down here, I have this set, the take profit side. I have 5 points. So this is saying whenever I enter a trade and this is turned on, once that trade reaches 5 points away from where I entered it, it'll take profit, it'll close it. You can change that to wherever you want. And then over here on the stop loss, this is saying I have 15 points. So this is saying once a trade is placed, not only does it have a 5-point target profit, on the other hand, if your position becomes a loser and you hit the point of 15 points away from where you entered it on the losing side, this will stop you out. So you can set these to whatever you want. Right now for this project, I'm just using 5 points for the take profit side, which is based on this yellow line. And on the stop loss, I'm just using 15, 3 times the profit target. And again, you can still do this manually if you want, just by hitting the green buy button or sell button and the exit. You can just kind of override those settings. But if you want to have it automatically do it for you, because a lot of times this thing will move so quick, the automatic 5-point profit target can be hit before you can even manually hit it. It happens so fast. So I like to have these on, so just in case it moves too quick, it'll take my profit at 5 points. And if something were to go bad, say the internet went out or something, some sort of outage, or I wasn't paying attention, this will have an automatic, kind of like a safety stop at 15 points. And some people have this a lot larger than that. Right now for the project, I'm using 15 points. The last thing here is stop loss type. So that's just the stop. But you can see there's a lot of other cool variations you can do with this. I'll be getting into that later, but I just want to do this really quick Sunday Boomer and Son video for my man Scott. And anyone else out there who is curious about this, that's how I'm using this with Tradovate. And so then the last thing you do after you set everything up the way you want, just hit the save button, and then you can see down here Here's the setting that we have. And you can have different settings too. You can create different versions of that bracket order and just have them all lined up in here, where depending on which one you want to use, you can just scroll through and find the one you want. So hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions or comments about that, or I'd be interested in also seeing like what are some of your guys' thoughts on what a profit target and what a stop loss should be. I think that'd be interesting to see the different answers I get to that. So leave that in the comments below as well. If you have any other questions, just reach out to me personally. Hope you're having a great weekend. See you next time.